It finally happened. We got our final team announcement for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. For everybody whose souls I bet, I'm so sorry. Because while I did call out two of these characters, there was one I didn't even mention. But he got in. I didn't think he had a chance, but he got in. But we got the Samurai Outriders, which, by the way, I just gotta scroll here and like show this, because I was like watching this live. This is evil. This is evil. This is evil as hell. Tokon, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. But yeah, no, we got the Samurai Outriders here. It is Ghost Rider, Blade, Loki, and Deadpool. I was not expecting that team, so we're just going to be doing a quick analysis just to kind of go over everything we got. Which, by the way, this starting part of the trailer is so sick. We get little animations of every team on what I guess is their own stages. Got the Unbreakable X-Men here. We go over to the Amazing Guardians. Yep, and then we got the Knights of Doom and New York Night stage. And then it just goes straight to Ghost Rider.
Mess with the Ghost Rider, you'll end up as a ghost. All skill, no luck. Hey, Vamp, how about some help here? I'll make this.
Alright, now here we got the first character here, Blade. Already looks sick as hell with that. So we can already see immediately. I'm going to slow this down just a wee bit. But yeah, first up we got Blade, which I'm super hyped for, and these are the only two actual Midnight Suns characters. We do got this huge / momentum based move. So we already got that going on, and he can follow up. He does have a knife toss, which seems to suspend the opponent in the air. After he does the knife toss, they're at least binded for a while, enough for him to follow up and then slash, which I think is really cool. Gets into a regular combo, doesn't have a knife toss in the air, and this, as we can tell, is from a super. Does a little gun, goes to the other side, slices down. What I can tell, at least about his unique mechanic, is, as you saw there, we see in this like this animation, look like. I'll go back again, so you guys can clearly see it. Just look at his sword, regular sword, you know, fine. Just continuing the slash. Then as he slices up from this, which cool move, by the way. You saw for a split second his sword glowed red. Now, I'm imagining here this is his sick-ass ultimate. But yeah, no, his blade turns red, which I imagine could be tied to the mechanic. We're gonna have two parts to this video, by the way. I'm literally recording this immediately after the announcement, and I am waiting on the PlayStation blog, which gives us more info on these characters, which I am heavily waiting on, and also gonna heavily wait on to say who out of the Samurai Outriders, I'm saying that, yep, is going to be a part of my team. But yeah, that is Blade there. And then we got, I like this fake out Boy Scout, but it's Loki. Going to be our second character. As you can see here, gets hit, but able to teleport behind, fainting out a little bit from another character. It was described on stage he's going to be more of a feint-based character, which also, yes, we got the new stage of Asgard. Crazy we have Loki as the Asgardian rep and not Thor. I imagine Thor will be in the background somewhere. But as you can see there, we're already starting out the Hulk jump, the classic Hulk jump DP. He's in the air, but he teleports to the ground. And then, you know, just starts doing a, like, he can do freeze, he's just doing a basic combo, slashes with his staff. Bunch of different fireball setups, so I imagine he's going to be a very tricky set play type of character. A lot of ice setups, got ice balls in the air too, which seems to go out into a cloud, and you can even slash down with this fire sword he's got going on. I'm sorry, I don't know much Asgardian lore. Lately, I've been hella into the supernatural, so I can talk crazy about Ghost Rider and Blade. I was expecting Moon Knight. I'm surprised we did not get Moon Knight.
You will not survive.
Either way, though, looks like a cool super. Oh, but here it is.
Quitting is the ultimate fighting game, Sid. Let me check out some scratch.
And here's Deadpool. Of course, breaking the fourth wall like crazy. Little Naruto run he did there. Nice throw where he does the splits and just hits you in the nuts. But of course, it's Deadpool. Daddy. His name is Daddy, I guess. Main knee. And he's doing the Jacko pose. There's a lot of references that Deadpool has here, which I think is really cool. Stabs himself. Okay. Yeah, DP, slice down. Does a little bike and tether, which is kind of crazy. He's got that. Does a little Deadpool explosion. Able to just slice through just a fire. We can just slice through gunfire, which seems to be pretty cool. It could really help for his character. And of course, sets up a low. Does a little AoE explosion, which actually. They gave him foot dive!
The bullshit go!
What the
Deadpool's
What? They gave him Totsugeki? What the fuck? And then of course we got all the different types of Deadpools. Yeah, the Deadpool force does the explosion. You see Kid Deadpool, Lady Deadpool, we got Shark Deadpool, we got the flying head as you saw for a second there.
Wait.
But yeah, then it's the Samurai Outriders. Let's see if we can see some more here. Get into Blade the assist. Seems we can throw. What? He's got drone setups by throwing like Molotov cocktails that could explode with the head Deadpool? Oh, I mean, okay. That's sick as hell, I can't even lie. There's a little Nago 2H, you saw there with Blade. It'll do AoE teleport setups actually, so Loki definitely be crazy technical. Then of course does the assemble. Has everyone on there. Deadpool have a oh my god.
Rest in peace.
Sword and blood. Goes to the stat. What the fuck does he have going on?
Hell is coming for you.
And then we saw that earlier today. But either way, that is going to be the final roster confirmed. That is the final roster we have. And I'll recite this. I don't know if we have anything at the end. It's just it's just closed beta on PS5 coming soon, and then but Blade is like, nope, it's actually closed open beta on PS5 and PC. So you can definitely expect me to be streaming 3 days nonstop. I have nothing else to do that weekend. But we got our full roster now. We have our full roster for launch. It is going to be Storm, Magic, Wolverine, Danger, Spider-Man, Miss Marvel, Star-Lord, Penny Parker, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Panther, Hulk, Doctor Doom, Magneto, Green Goblin, Carnage, Ghost Rider, Blade, Loki, and Deadpool. That is a pretty diverse roster. And honestly, it is pretty fire, but either way, that's all we have so far. That's the first part recorded. I'll see you guys once I snap my fingers. It might be a little bit for me, might be almost immediately when we have the PlayStation blog post. I'll see you in a moment. Yeah, I was like almost instant. I literally typed up PlayStation blog and it was right here. But either way, we have the PlayStation blog post. 3 unpredictable anti-heroes join Ghost Rider as the Samurai Outriders. Hello everybody, Yamanaka, producer of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Did you get a chance to check out the final team trailer revealed today at EVO 2026, the Samurai Outriders? It's here. And of course we got the big still out here. I love Deadpool's pose. Loki looks hot, I can't lie. Ghost Rider, who had already been revealed, is now joined by Blade, Loki, and Deadpool to form a new team. Not the Midnight Suns, but the Samurai Outriders. Were you expecting this lineup? I can say I was expecting the Midnight Suns, and they know it. The Samurai Outriders are a group of dark heroes, and as you might expect, they don't start out as a cohesive unit. In fact, they're quite the opposite. As they face threats to the world, how each of them and the team as a whole grows and evolves is something you can look forward to experiencing in episode mode. It's definitely a misfit type of thing. And we also got the new stage of Asgard, known in the Marvel Universe as the Realm of the Gods, said to sit at the pinnacle of the 9 realms. It is the land that combines advanced magic with science and technology, ruled by King Odin and home to Thor, Odinson, and Loki. In this title, Asgard appears as a battle stage composed of 5 areas: the Observatory, Bifrost Bridge, which I imagine is this here, Throne Room, Treasure Vault, and Yggdrasil, the World Tree. But of course, we got descriptions for all of our new playable characters. Blade, whose real name is Eric Brooks, was born as a human-vampire hybrid after his mother was attacked by a vampire during pregnancy. Seeking revenge against the monsters who killed his mother, he became a vampire hunter, fighting against evil blood-sucking creatures. In this title, Blade has completed his training in Japan, gaining even greater physical and mental strength. He wields the demon-slaying sword Muramasa, a weapon capable of slicing through gods. Muramasa is normally kept sealed with its power restrained, but when Blade releases that power, the blade turns red and reveals its true potential, which we saw in the trailer. He specializes in an aggressive combat style, skillfully handling a variety of deadly tools, including Muramasa machine guns and glaives. I think that's how you say it. One of his unique abilities, Heartstopper, throws a stake that pins the opponent in place and allows Blade to close the distance at incredible speed, which is what we saw earlier. When it hits, Muramasa glows red, enhancing the performance of his sword-based skills. Closing in instantly and delivering powerful slashes, Blade truly lives up to the name of a hunter. I could see this guy on my team, I can't lie. Then we got Loki. Loki... Luffy-son. Luffy? I think that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. The adopted brother of Thor is known as the god of mischief and the god of lies. Though raised in Asgard by Odin, he is actually the son of Loki, king of the Frost Giants. Originally a villain, Loki is attempting to turn over a new leaf and become a hero in this title. As part of the Samurai Outriders, he makes full use of his powers of deception. His combat style excels at trickery, with many skills incorporating feints and counters, including illusions. He also uses projectiles based on ice and magic, combined with clever use of erratic movements to constantly confuse your opponents. True to his mischievous nature, he can dish out frustrating and deceptive attacks, but if his tricks are exposed, he may be heavily punished. Loki is a uniquely unpredictable character who takes advantage of his opponent's bad habits. And then we got Deadpool. Wade Wilson, a Canadian mercenary, grew up in a troubled household and eventually left home. After receiving extensive military training, he served in special forces but was later diagnosed with cancer. As part of the Weapon X program, he was injected with a healing serum derived from Wolverine's blood. While it saved his life and granted him superhuman regeneration, it also left his body severely scarred and his mind unstable. Deadpool's combat style reflects his reckless nature, enabled by his powerful healing factor. He uses guns, grenades, and swords, along with high-risk techniques that involve taking damage himself. Maybe a certain stab to the gut. In this title, Deadpool has somehow obtained a game strategy guide from Beyond the Fourth Wall, granting him access to a variety of unique attacks from fighting games of legend. Filled with a love for hype and excitement, he enters the arena with an outrageous arsenal of crowd-pleasing moves. Alright. Leading up to launch, we have deep dive trailers. These trailers will take a closer look at each character's battle mechanics. You know, kind of go over that. If you want to learn how a character plays or see their moves in action, we'll have more trailers soon, which we've been seeing so far. And with launch fast approaching, the development team is entering the final stretch. We will be holding a global open beta. In this beta, Blade will be available as a playable character, so stay tuned. Okay, and that's it. Honestly, I can see myself slotting Blade onto my team. Maybe I'll do Wolverine, Spider-Man. So, I was doing Wolverine, Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Carnage. Maybe Blade will get slotted in there. Maybe Deadpool? We'll see. We'll see. I'll probably tweet out what my final roster is going to look like. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.